What's going on, guys? So, it's October Horrorfest, and I'm here to review Shaun of the Dead. But not how I normally do it, this time in song! Hit it! 1, 2, 3, 4. Shaun of the Dead, but Shaun is not dead. Shaun of the Dead, but his friends are dead though. Shaun of the Dead, there's zombies in London. Shaun of the Dead, we're drinking a pint of beer. What's up, guys? So today on the Horrorfest, let's talk about yet another one of the Dead movies. This one, however, isn't by George Romero. It's Shaun of the Dead, a zombie comedy by Simon Pegg and Nick Frost. Alright, well, the film opens up with Shaun, an electronics salesman in London. He's stuck in this boring routine. He goes to work, he gets bullied, he goes home, hangs with his friend Ed. Also, he's at odds with his stepfather, Philip, and just broke up with his girlfriend Liz. So things aren't all that great, really. He lives with his buddy Ed and another guy named Pete, who constantly yells at Shaun to get his shit together. The only outlet he really has is going to his favorite bar, the Winchester, for a nice cold pint. So the following day, the streets of London are overrun by zombies. How? We don't know, but they are. Shaun goes about his daily routine without even noticing, until a couple of them show up in their backyard. Pete's been bitten by what he describes as a mugger and turns. So, Shaun and Ed make a plan to save Shaun's mother and Liz and wait the whole thing out at the bar while enjoying some beer. Yeah, that's a nice pipe dream. They steal Pete's car and rescue Barbara and, of course, Philip, who's been bitten. They then head to Liz's place to pick her up and are stuck also saving her roommates, David and Diane. It's here that Philip and Shaun share a touching moment before he finally gives into his wounds and turns into a zombie. Then they abandon Pete's car and attempt to make it to the bar on foot, mimicking the zombie's movements. Which actually works for some reason, I'm not sure why. And then once at the bar, Barbara admits that she was bitten too, and turns. David tries to shoot her, but is stopped by Shaun. This causes a huge argument within the group, ending with Shaun accusing David of being in love with Liz, and a bunch of bullshit. But the drama's cut short as Barbara has to be put down by Shaun. After failing to fortify the bar, zombies break in, and David and Diana are eaten. Ed willingly stays behind to fight so that Shaun and Liz can escape. And just as they make it outside, the army shows up and guns down the remaining zombies. Cut to 6 months later, Shaun and Liz are back together and living together. Civilization has somewhat returned to normal, with the leftover zombies being used as cheap labor or for amusement. Shaun then heads outside to play video games with Ed, who is now a zombie tied to a chair. The end. Well, if you haven't seen this one, I recommend it. It's very funny, and it's an instant zombie classic. Alright guys, well, on to the next one, I suppose.